Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Well, look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and the most reliable mug coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. The link for their website will be right at the top of the description. Are you looking to take your Madden game to the next level? Look no further than Civil.gg for the best ebooks on the market. Choose one of 2 membership options, and don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 25% off. What's going on, guys? Today we got episode number 13 of the I Rate Your Team series. If you want a chance to have your own team rated for episode number 14, there are 2 different ways you guys can go ahead and do that. The first way is just by coming through to the Twitch live stream. We are live every single Friday night at around 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Eastern, somewhere around that time. So make sure you are following the Twitch channel with noties on so you guys can know when I go live on Fridays. That's the first way. And the second way is if you are not able to make it to the Twitch live stream, you can send me your team into the Discord server, into the I Rate Your Teams channel. I kind of changed the name of the channel so it wouldn't be as confusing for you guys, but all you have to do is join the Discord server and then send your team a screenshot or a picture with your phone or whatever you want to do, preferably horizontal obviously, but that's all you need to do. Send it into the I Rate Your Teams channel. You should see a bunch of other teams already there, so it is fairly easy. And yeah, the shout out for today's video goes to my man Peyton. Shout out to Peyton for commenting the emoji on last video. Okay, so our first team of the day comes from my man I Dunk on You, and he's got a 30 out of 50 Seattle team, and Seattle has some of the best wideouts in this game right now. I mean, you have so many options. You have DK, Lockett, B. Marshall. I love your receivers right now. The next thing I'd probably try to do is, I know it might be a little bit hard now, especially after Most Feared, and B. Marsh's price has probably gone up a whole bunch, but try to get that full B. Marsh. I mean, he is just so good, and honestly, if you can't get that full B. Marsh, maybe try to get your hands on Tyler Lockett. I think one of those 2 guys could be the move for you. But also what I think you should do is I think you should try to go for the full 50-50 Seattle team. I think having, plus 2 speed on DK, plus 2 speed on Jerry, plus 2 speed on whoever your other receiver option is going to be, whether it's B. Marsh or Tyler Lockett, I think it is so worth it. And here actually is a full 50-50 Seattle team. So I would go ahead. I mean, I think you could honestly run all these guys and make tactical downgrades here if you need to. Obviously, if you have extra cheats, then maybe you are able to keep one of these guys. I'd probably, cheat at left tackle, obviously. But yeah, go ahead, go get Brandon Shell. Go ahead, go get Mark Lanowski. Go ahead and get all these guys. Power him up. I know that might be a downgrade, but I think, maybe the 1 overall trade-off from Shaq Mason to Mark Lanowski's, I think it's worth it for a guy like DK Metcalf to have plus 2 speed. And yeah, your overall might go down. Honestly, overall is just a very overrated thing in this game that people always try to chase. And if your overall does go down, I think it's okay, because if you are getting plus 2 speed on DK, Jerry, and all your receivers, as far as running backs go, I think you should have. I mean, I know he's not just a Seahawk, but Marshawn Lynch should be on this team one way or another, whether he's your fullback or your running back. I like people who cheat with Derrick Henry. I would also probably power up like guys like Derrick Henry who would really benefit from a nice speed boost. So maybe power up Derrick Henry. Maybe, I know Zeke is a free card, but they also do have Ahmad Green who could run, who I've heard play pretty well. So here's the full, here's the full Seattle team, and you guys can see how good this offense is. 2 great tight ends, probably the best receiving core in the game right now. You got Jerry, DK, and Lockett, as well as I guess Hester. But I think you should get Marshawn Lynch on this team. I don't hate the fact you have. Obviously, I think Derrick Henry's still one of the best backs, if not the best back in the game right now, so I'd probably stick with him. Go get Nick Bell or put him at backup. Maybe you can put Marshawn here like this and maybe get, leave Chris Carson in your lineup, for example. I would not hate that. Obviously, I don't think you could run Russell Wilson at quarterback, so, you have enough coins. Maybe you go out there and try Mariota instead of Cam. I like Mariota way more than Cam, so what does that tell you? So, yeah, I'd probably maybe try out Mariota instead of Cam and then go ahead and get, just go get Russell Wilson's power up and throw him at backup for the Cams. But I think you really can squeeze this team out full 50-50. I know it might be tough with these corners that you have NCAT, so I know that might be tough because you can't get rid of them, you really can't sell them, you really can't do anything with them. So I'd imagine that you are able to build this team full 50-50 with the cheats, and I'm sure, you have Leighton, NCAT, Devin Bush, Joey Bosa. There's no way that you use all these guys. There's no way that you're using, Everson, Allen. No way that you're using all these guys right now. There's just no way. I understand, the safeties and stuff, but there's no way you're using, Leighton, Devin Bush, Joey Bosa, Youngblood. Just pick, I'm not sure what formations you're really running, but whatever formations you're running, whichever guys are on the field the most, I'd probably keep them. But you could run, Bosworth at a 90 overall. Who also, I believe they have pretty good linebackers. Yeah, Bobby Wagner will definitely be getting an upgrade soon. Yeah, the corners are really rough. I definitely get this DJ Reed card. I feel like maybe you can get away with this guy as your 3rd option on a 50-50. Here's his speed right here, 91 speed powered up, +2 if you are able to get your hands on some strategy cards. That's not bad speed for your cornerback 3. That is not terrible speed. And I am expecting a bunch of, Seahawk cornerback upgrades in the coming future because they're due for a lot of upgrades in the secondary. Like Sherman's going to get a card. Maybe Earl Thomas gets a card. There are a lot of, Seahawks DBs that are going to be getting upgrades real soon. So I think your main goal right now should be trying to build that full 50-50. And if you want to, see your full Seahawks team, head over to MuttGG. Obviously, you just go to theme teams, click Seahawks, and you can kind of pull up this screen right here. But you have some good names. Al Woods, a solid defensive tackle. Jadeveon Clowney always plays well. Bosworth, and I feel like I kind of keep saying, this team is so due for upgrades that it would really make no sense for you not to just try to go full 50-50 for the benefit of your receivers, because these guys can get so much better with the +2 speed compared to the +1, and yes, it does make a difference. So I'm gonna rate this team. I'm gonna give this team like a solid like the fact that your corners, they're not that great. I think you have one in the zone potentially, maybe two actually. Maybe you have two of them. So that's actually really good for your corners, especially if you are gonna go full 50-50. That's even better for your corners. But I think even with these corners right now not powered up, Surtain, I think he got 89 speed. I think something like that. So I think this team right now is probably like a 6.5. I love the offense. I love the Seattle theme team offensively. Defensively, there are definitely ways you can cover it up. I don't think you have the coin count to really do that good of a job of it. Like go get J.C. Jackson, or not J.C. Jackson, J.C. Horn or Charles Woodson, obviously. But I'm a fan of this team. I'm gonna go like a 6.5. It's slightly above average, mainly it's because of the secondary, and the cornerbacks. That's really the main reason why. So that's the final rating on this team. I appreciate you sending it in, my man. Okay, so for our second team, we have my man G-Dub's team, and he's rocking with a 30 out of 50. Well, not even 30 out of 50, 29 out of 50 Eagles team. And I'm kind of going to give you the same, speech that I gave the last guy. Go 50-50. You can definitely do it, and the Eagles have a good enough theme team to where you can definitely do this. Like, up front, you really only need one cheat for the Eagles. Like, here's the offense for the Eagles. You could run Landon, you could run Kelsey, you could run however you say his name. You could run Lane Johnson for now, for sure. I'd probably just cheat at left tackle. Other than that, the offensive line looks good. Receivers are good. I would also recommend trying out Ronnie Brown. I know I love this card. I love Ronnie Brown's card so much. Deuce might still be better, but if you are kind of getting sick of Deuce Staley, go ahead and try out Ronnie Brown. I love that card. But Marcus Mariota, it's like some easy things that you can definitely do. Like, I know I keep saying get Marshawn Lynch, but I really feel like if you didn't buy Marshawn Lynch on Halloween, you definitely missed out, because he was going for like, what was it, like 120K, I believe. What was it, like 120K, something like that. So yeah, I don't know what he's going for now, but okay, he's still going for 120. That's actually like a good price for a fullback that gets every single team chem. I think it's definitely worth going to get Marshawn and putting him at fullback, in my opinion. So I'd probably do that. I don't think the Eagles have another. Do the Eagles have another fullback? No, they do not. So, yeah, I'd definitely get Marshawn. Help out that full 50-50 team. At tight end, I'd probably cheat as well. I am expecting some kind of Zach Ertz upgrade real soon, though, for sure. Like, he has been playing pretty well for the Cardinals. So, yeah, he'll definitely get an upgrade real soon. I love the receivers, by the way. Miles Austin, Deshaun Jackson, two great receivers. And you can also keep your cheat if you want with DK Metcalf, which I actually like this little combo here. I like this combo. I like Mariota still. I love Mariota still. I think he's better than Vic for sure. But, I mean, I'm rocking with the offense. I am rocking with the offense. But on the defensive side of the ball is where it might get a little bit complicated. But I do believe, here's my thing. I think you could legitimately run Avonte Maddox and Darius Slay as your 2 and 3. I'd probably put Avonte. Avonte has really good speed on his card. Like, what, 93 speed base? Like, that's ridiculous right there. 93 speed base is one of the better corners that we got today. Also, really good man coverage. Like, I think you could actually run this dude as your third corner option right now. So, I mean, sorry, as your second corner option. If you want, you can put Slay at number 2, who obviously isn't as great, but then you can maybe keep a guy like Jason McCourty or keep one of those more top-tier guys on your team. But I'm rocking with that. Over the top, you can definitely, yeah, I go Brian Dawkins. Yeah, you already have Rowe. At middle linebacker, what could you do there? I probably... Yeah, I mean, Singleton, solid. Hicks, I mean, you probably don't use 2 middle linebackers anyway. Steven Means, a new card that came out today. He's solid, too. Josh Sweat, nice. Chris Long, I've seen this card do some pretty crazy things. I believe Fletcher Cox's Redux is out as well. You got Haloti, you got Hargrave, who will probably be getting some more upgrades too. Like, you could definitely go full 50-50 with this team, for sure, like, easily, I think. And who is the Eagles? Oh, it's Deuce Staley, right? Okay, it is Deuce Staley. Yeah, but I think you should definitely try to go full 50-50 or try to get as close to it as possible. I really do. And I know your coin count is obviously in a tough spot right now, but I think you try to save up the coins, try to get towards that at least, and then also try to grind at level 50. I do feel like, we are going to be getting a new season soon, so if you did want that legend pack, I'd probably start kicking a couple of field goals, but 23 coins is the lowest I've seen a coin count since, I don't even know, man. You're in a bad spot. You got more cred than coins in training. That's kind of wild. You were definitely broke. But yeah, I think over time you should try working towards that full 50-50 Eagles team. That should be your next goal. But for now, I'm going to give this team, I do like, this one's kind of tough. Do I like the other team more than this one? I think I like this team more. So I'm going to give this team, but not by much. I'm going to give this team like a 7, like a 6.97, somewhere in that range. It's solid, but it's really nothing special. But it could be if you go full 50-50, and then, you know, you do need to kind of rely on future Eagles upgrades. But when they do come, you will definitely be reaping the benefits of that card at its fullest potential, which should be happening. It should happen. So that's my biggest tip for you. I appreciate you sending the team, my man. Let's hop into the next one. So next up, we have my man Jay Tobin's team. He's got a budget team. I'm not sure if I don't think he's no money spent, but definitely a budget team, which honestly, if I had a budget team, my team would probably look a whole lot like this. But the one thing that I would probably tell you is just try to get at least 125 out of 50, even though it is a +1 speed boost. I think having at least 125 out of 50 at this point of the year just kind of makes sense, whether it's, and I see you have a couple of Chargers, maybe it's the Chargers, maybe it's the Bills, whatever you want to do, I think you should try to at least have 150-50 out there. That's my tip for you. Honestly, if I were you, I would just literally go to MUT.GG, and I would just scroll through the full theme teams and try to find like a team that has a bunch of really solid cheap guys. That's probably my biggest tip for you. But if I had a budget team, my team would look a whole lot like this. You have really solid up front guys. You got a bunch of NCAT guys. I do think that, you know, powering up cards is very important, especially on your receivers. And I'm not sure exactly what, you know, strat cards you have, but if you are boosting, you know, mid and short route running, that is good for guys like, you know, Keenan Allen and Calvin Ridley, who do barely just miss thresholds. The main thing I'd probably be going for is speed, like the brand new Darnell Mooney that came out today, the brand new Mecole Hardman. Some really good options. I mean, they're fairly cheap, and you can power them up, and they have, what, 93 base speed, that's just really solid. So you already have Marquise Brown. I'm just saying more options are like, you know, Darnell Mooney, Mecole Hardman, guys like that. If we head over to the defense, this is the reason why I love this team so much, because he built his defense first. And I always tell people this tip. I know how you know, people, it's how tempting it is to go out there and buy that new quarterback, buy that new receiver, because, you know, offense is usually more fun to play. But I'm telling you, building your defense first is definitely the move, and that is what my man did here. He's got Charles Woodson, he's got Jalen Ramsey, he's got Mike Haynes, he's got Lawrence Taylor, Jeremy Chin, Eric Groh. He has good budget guys, and the guy in the positions that he needs to have good players in. Like, he has a super elite pass rusher, super elite corners, even though he's not on a theme team. This is probably the way to go if you are a budget no money spent guy. Obviously, like I kind of said, I would like to see some kind of 25, maybe Raiders to help boost, you know, Charles Woodson and Mike Haynes. Maybe you can go that route, and also, yeah, Jared Cook. You could do that, honestly, which is probably, I mean, that's not a bad tip right there. Maybe just go 25 Raiders, because they are usually the most stacked theme team. But I'm a fan of this team, man. I really am. I think also, yeah, you are a grinder. You have the free Jalen Phillips too. This team right here, it might surprise some people that, you know, I'm rating this team over the last two teams that we just saw, but for a budget no money spent team, this team was put together almost perfect. So I mean, I know like my ratings might be a little bit inconsistent right now, but this team's honestly like a mid-7. If he had a 25, it would probably be an 8, because for a budget team, if your budget no money spend, you understand the struggle. But this team, like, is, if I were to build a team, like if I were budget no money spent, my team would look very similar to this. Like, I would try to save for all the best corners in the game, and then maybe, you know, you can't splurge as much on your running back or your receivers, but defense wins games, and in Madden 22, that is very true, because defense is already super hard to play. You might as well help yourself out a little bit with some good cornerbacks. So I'm gonna give this team like a solid like 7.2, 7.5, somewhere in that range. That might surprise some people. And always, you know, take advantage of your free cards like this guy did. He got Calvin Ridley, he got Keenan Allen, he got Shaq Mason, Joe Batonio. Like, this guy took advantage of all his end caps, did all his solos, as you guys can see here. So big fan of this team, Jay Tobin. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing. And my only real tip is to try to get 125 out of 50. But I know this year it is hard with all the end cap players, and you know how easy it is to kind of get free dudes that you really can't get rid of, and it's hard to kind of commit to one theme team 25 out of 50. But I would try your best and try to find a bunch of players that you kind of have in common. I think Raiders would be good for you, but that's my biggest tip right there. I appreciate sending the team, and I'm also a big fan of this team right here, man. I don't think he's, Chad, does he got a theme team? Oh, Giants team. This is a Giants team, bro. This is actually a Giants team. You got B Marsh, full B Marsh. I love to see that. You have Plexico, basically same receivers as me, basically full Giants. Okay, Danny Dimes, Lomas up front. Let's pull up like the best case Giants team. The Giants team is actually really good to start the year. Like Giants theme team was really good to start the year, bro. They were really good. Wait, that's the. Okay, I don't think you need any more chems, but if you do ever want to cheat at receiver, maybe you just run Billy Price. I know it's a slight downgrade, but it could be worth it for you. I wouldn't hate if you did that. You have Tyron Smith on this team, or Teron Armstead, sorry. Damn, okay. Ingram powered up. You had Zonka. Okay. Jim, Giants got 2 fullbacks. Most teams don't even get 1. Marshawn, okay, I like that. I like that for the running back. I think we will probably get. I feel like a Tiki Barber's coming this year. I feel like Tiki Barber's coming this year. I don't know. All right, let's see the defense. Jair not powered up. Untrouble on the theme team. Surtain. Who are the Giants corners? They're not very good, huh? Surprised they didn't get a corner for their team builder today. They got Leonard Williams instead. That does surprise me a little bit. Get JPP. Yeah, you might as well go ahead and get Leonard instead of JPP. I guess just for overall. You got full camp chance with the most feared art. Logan Ryan. Got John Lynch. I think John Lynch, you probably have him out of position. But Jair, Surtain, and Ontro roll. Yeah, okay. Chad, what do you think about these corners, bro? Okay, so I have 53-50 Giants, so I have some cheats I could afford. I would probably cheat a little bit. I mean, I know you're cheating at corner already, but I think maybe not yet, but I do think like when future cornerbacks do come out, I would upgrade from like at least power up Jair first of all. I know it might be a little expensive, but I think it's worth it, especially for your corner. But I think you should try moving away from Surtain soon. Whether it's hopefully it's a Bradbury upgrade that makes you do that, but I think probably soon you should probably want to do that because his speed isn't that crazy. But other than that, I like the secondary. I like Logan Ryan, John Lynch, all those guys. I'm a fan. You got Isaiah Simmons too. Lawrence Taylor, obviously a monster. I mean, this team isn't bad. It's not bad. Chat, what are you guys rating this team? 8? That's what I was thinking. But yeah, I feel you're probably gonna have to move away from, these guys soon, like the corners. Like whenever your new corners come out, just make sure you're getting them. I was gonna sell Armstead and upgrade corner, but I just threw him in because I pulled him. Yeah, you could do that honestly. Sell Teron and then go buy like JC Horn. That'd be a really if you have JC Horn and Jair, like that's really good. And also, I know it might be a little bit expensive, but you like the lowest JC can get is 250K, but most likely you're probably selling before that. So if you are gonna sell Teron, then yeah, go ahead and get JC Horn. That's not a bad idea, honestly. Trent still got it. He does. You should run a Texans theme team, man. They're so good. I have Larry Tunsil and Justin Reed on their team. Quaz a big advocate for the Texans theme team. They're crazy. I'm gonna give this to like a solid 8, man. And why is there a poll that's talking about honey mustard ice cream? Can someone please explain to me? But full 50-50 Tampa Bay team. Okay, we got D-Jax, we got Mike Evans, Devin Hester, Joey Galloway, and I thought they had better receivers. Maybe they did at the beginning of the year. Yeah, they kind of slowed down, low key, huh? They kind of slowed down. I'd imagine you have the +1 on Evans. Marcus, I think, is a good option for you. Yeah, okay. You're running 2 quarterbacks. You're running a 2 QB scheme? And you never get bricked up by a cat. All right, bro. Dude, it is literally the 5th, bro. So we're running a 2 QB scheme, which is very interesting, and Marshawn Lynch. So you're getting the 2 discounts, and then Fitzmagic with probably Ashley, maybe. What do you have on Fitzmagic? I don't know, but it's probably something that helps you pass better. Which actually might not be a bad scheme if you can figure out how to run this. I mean, the best guy to run it with is Marcus Mariota because you get that discounted, because you are getting those discounted abilities, and he's got good speed every theme team. Pass lead, okay, you got pass lead, okay. Try set feet. Loki goes set feet, so you'll be able to save an AP. You can throw that on not fearless, but you're able to throw that on identifier or like deep in on Deshaun Jackson or an ability from Mike Evans like red zone threat. That might not be a bad call either. I like set feet. I really do. I think that obviously pass lead is slightly better if you like throwing on the run a whole lot, but if your feet are going to be set, I can still get behind some pass lead. No, sorry, set feet. Can you buy me Marriott, and is it smart to use power up on 88 Melvin? Yes, he's a running back, and no, I cannot buy you a Marriott. But this team I mess with for everyone on YouTube, obviously. Ferdy ready to check his. I'll do it now. I got you. Dude wants a whole Marriott, bro. Like, that's crazy. All right, let's see the defense, though. Akeem Talib, Philip Buchanan, Ndamukong Suh, Al Woods. We got Warren Sapp, Leroy Selman, Darrell Revis, Mike Edwards. I am feeling a Revis upgrade soon. I'm not sure why, but I am feeling a Revis upgrade. You know, they gave B-Marks one. They gave Ed Reed one. I feel like Revis is coming in the next couple of months here. Dude, you know what? You posture checked me, bro. But, I was already posture checked, bro. You know? I was. But, yeah, this defense is good. I mean, the Buccaneers team's good. It's just like, I feel like real soon these corners are going to phase out. I'm starting to feel that with Revis. Like, Revis on my team has 94 speed. Like, he's probably only like a cornerback 3 right now. And even Buchanan's a little bit slow, right? Like, what's Buchanan's speed? 90 speed. Yeah, like, they're getting a little bit slow, but full Bucks team will always have good potential. The Bucks are a good team in real life, so most likely, you know, playoff cards, team of the week cards are coming for them. So, I'm going to give this team, Chad, what do you think? I'm going to give this team like an 8-2. Actually, is this team better than the other team? Yeah, I think so. Nah, I don't know. He already did Forge? Oh, did he? He did do Forge. I saw a lot of people already did Forge today. Like an 8-4 maybe? 8-4, 8, like that seems about right to me. Raiders with anything is good, honestly. You can go Raiders with the worst team in the game and they're still good, bro. That's my opinion on the Raiders. They're good with anyone. 8.3? You like that? 8.3? Am I gonna sign? Oh, A-Rod, bro. What are we doing, A-Rod? A-Rod, what are we doing, bro? Dude, like, what are we doing, A-Rod? Who raised you, bro? All right, that's the final rating for this team. I appreciate you, string cheese lotion. All right, yeah. Okay, Trev, yeah. We'll talk about branding in the DMs, you know. But all right, here's Trev's fantasy team. Okay, are we 4-1, bro? How, like, we're 4-1, bro? I mean, this team's good. Well, this team's really good. I see how we're 4-1. Took down the Ramsey jersey. Yeah, I keep trying to swap this jersey. I forgot the last couple of days, but I keep trying to swap it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. A-Rod. A-Rod, second channel could be a W, bro. Could be a W. I don't know what days we do that. Maybe like Wednesdays we do that. Yeah, I feel like Wednesday will be a good day to do that because it'd be like right before the week starts and shit. The new Uzi single, I don't think it's good, bro. But all right. We got Justin Herbert, who's been kind of down recently. Dalvin Cook, he's Dalvin Cook. Dude usually does ball out. This is PPR, so Eckler's a monster. Judy, I think you might be able to do better. I have Judy. I have him. I don't really have crazy expectations for him. Just because I don't like the Broncos offense right now. But you never know. Judy is just amazing. I love Jerry Judy. But like in fantasy, I don't know. AJ Brown, obviously amazing. Goddard, I like that. Aaron Jones, good for PPR. Don't know why you started Colt D versus Josh Johnson, but I gotta cut that out too, bro. I gotta remember to cut this out, bro. I keep cursing on YouTube videos. All right, Kittle activated this week. DJ Moore, Jalen Hurts, Waddle, Robert Woods, Elijah. This is a good team, chat. This is a good. Chat, yeah. What man league is this? Mid-season forms the team name. It's a solid name. Wait, how are you 4-1? Isn't it like week 9? I'm so confused. 10-man PPR. I just people trade more after auction drafts. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a good team though, bro. I think if you can somehow find like a wide receiver, I mean AJ Brown's like a wide receiver 1, but I mean if Judy pans out, I mean you also have DJ Moore too. Oh, you have DJ Moore and Robert Woods. But you're starting Judy over Robert Woods this week. I mean, I'm starting Judy in one of my leagues. I'm not really too confident with it. But you're really going to start him over Robert Woods this week? Is that how we're feeling? Chat, what are your thoughts on that? I mean, he only can really run 2 receivers. He's not sitting Aaron Jones. He's not sitting any of his running backs. His running backs are stacked. I don't know. Oh, no, a fan out. No one wanted AJ Brown at the time or Woods. Yeah, I don't know. Against Tennessee, though, Robert Woods is. Oh, but yeah, you must start it late. All All right, I'm gonna give this team like a team's like a 9, bro. Honestly, I think like higher ratings. I mean, it's hard to kind of have a bad fantasy team, but I like your bench. Like you have a deep team, a very deep team. Like Elijah Mitchell's been balling, Robert Woods, Waddle. I mean, Hurts has been good in fantasy. You got Kittle, DJ Moore. Like I like the depth. I think if you like, I mean, you could rotate so many guys in and out of this position. That's why I like the depth of the team. Running backs obviously stacked with Herbert, who I love. I mean, let me a little bit lower than a 9, like an 8-7, because Herbert hasn't been playing that well. That's what I'm gonna go with, bro. That's what I'm gonna go with, dude. That's what I'm gonna go with, dude. Ferdy, you does this mean Ferdy you smoke? No, I've never smoked in my life. Make Robert Woods, excuse me. Oh, tight end, yeah. Put Robert Woods at tight end, dude. Throw Robert Woods at tight end. I traded AB for Godwin for AJ Brown and Woods. That's a good deal. I like that deal a lot. Yeah, put him at tight end, dude. Yeah, and he's doing an auction draft too. So he drafted really well, dude. He drafted really well, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna go like a 8.9, dude. I don't know what a 10 fantasy team looks like, but this is pretty good. But I've seen a lot. I mean, I'm sure if I keep doing fantasy teams, we're gonna see that my ratings change. But yeah, I'll mess with it. It's a good team though, bro. It's a good team. It's a good team, dude. It's a really good team. And 40 on Eckler, 35-ish on Jones, and 55 on Dalvin. I mess with that. If Dalvin just stayed healthy, he'd be amazing, bro. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for episode number 13 of the I Rate Your Team series. And like I said earlier, if you want a chance to have your own team rated for episode number 14, there are 2 different ways you guys can send me your team. The first way is just by coming through to the Twitch live stream every single Friday night. And the second way is just by sending me your team in Discord at around 5 p.m., 4 p.m., at any time really on Friday for a chance to have your team rated offline. So I do 3 teams online, then I do 3 teams offline. So it's pretty easy how you send me your team. You send me your team into the I Rate Your Teams channel over on the Discord server. And if you are still watching, let's comment the fire emoji for a chance to be shouted out in the next video. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications. We post daily Madden 22 content. And as always, I will see you boys in the next one.